That's right. It's time to take care of the smaller things in life. So, this stuff over here, I'm just gonna save it for another time because that's not the point of this video, you know? The point of this video is to grab the smaller things, take them to the other side of my room, because over there I have this little storage compartment thingy that can hold RAM inside of it, especially smaller sticks. And it's way more convenient to just put RAM into that storage compartment than keep it here. Same goes for these CPUs. There's so many CPUs in this bad boy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not gonna do the thing. But anyways, hard drive, which I'll probably keep because you never know when it might come in handy, even if it's SATA 2. There's a lot of stuff here. Anyway, my mom called. School bunjo jumbo. But yeah. A lot of stuff that I can sell on Facebook Marketplace, like RAM. Reminder, there are old listings on Facebook Marketplace that say they're selling RAM for a good price. Like, I don't know. Let's take this 8GB stick of DDR4 at $21.33. Let's say this is like what, $10-15 is what the listing says. But in reality, they're selling it for more like 50. Now, what I've noticed is the only RAM that has a major price hike right now has been DDR4 and DDR5. DDR3 seems to be fine, especially DDR2, because I doubt any AI servers still use DDR2. Same goes for DDR1, SD RAM, which is static RAM. So yeah, I just, prices for that is fine, even though, they're not in production anymore and haven't been for a while. But, AI centers don't use DDR3 or anything older. So it's only DDR4 and DDR5 that are majorly affected. Oh yeah, I've seen listings for a 32GB DDR5 kit, two 16GB sticks running at 6,000 megahertz, $300 on Facebook Marketplace, no less. So that is stupid expensive, like pointlessly expensive. That makes no sense. At that point, you might as well just buy it on Amazon, because it's a couple bucks cheaper and it's Amazon. If I remember correctly, this was a single core Xeon. But it's ancient, so I don't know what I can get for it. This is actually a decent CPU, I think. 3rd gen something. I know it's a 3rd generation. This one right here is a Intel i5 480M. Oh wow, it's even got this to prevent bouncing. Oh yep, it's definitely an i5 1st gen mobile because it's got a chiplet design. Then we got a bunch more here. Oh, this old. Alright, this one's gotta be the newest one out of all those. Probably? I don't know. But yeah. Ancient. Absolutely ancient. This has 2 cores, 4 threads. This has 1 core. No clue how many threads. Now, hang on just a minute. I forgot about you. You also have RAM and a hard drive that I'll use for my own purposes, but still. You will be dismantled in due time. Yeah, back to this. We're gonna grab you and somehow grab all of these at once. But so far, this is like, LGA design, so we can just it'll probably be fine. This bad boy RAM, of course. This PCI card with fast Ethernet, which is just 100 megabits. Seriously, this right here was inside of this retro PC. The motherboard has gigabit, and this is 100 megabit. So yeah, this is ancient. Oops. But I can probably get $5 for it if I'm lucky, because you know it's just slow and it's PCI, but you never know, someone might need it. And my neighbors are drilling again. Are you kidding me? Bro. Good start. All right. I'll just move some of these things. Yeah, this is the storage compartment I talked about. RAM. Nothing. Xeon CPU. RAM. Phones. USB adapters. Phone. Yeah, it's pretty convenient. And like, it's already taking up this much space. I might as well move, you know, all the stuff from the closet into here that can fit, you know? Big brain. Probably. I got this. Yeah. Now it's up. It's easier to actually travel from one side to the other. I mean, that works, kinda. Not the worst entrance. I'm blind. Get on. Alright. This is a shame. It's only 3 sticks. I have 4. But I don't know where the 4th stick is. Also some DDR2. One is 1 gig, the other is half a gig. I'm just gonna settle for $10 both. Or 5 if they offer me 5. Because I have no use for this. I'll be happy if I get $5 for it, honestly. Oh, these adapters I'm probably gonna keep. Especially DDR4 adapters. And DDR3 adapters. I gotta test these two out with. Oh my god, you're like the best PC to test this out with, because you're the only one that works properly and isn't just a case or doesn't boot or is too ancient to be used. Actually, well, you're not in use. I'd have to set you up again, but you know what I'm getting at, right? Have to test this out. Have to check how well this one's doing and health-wise. Oh my god, that's a lot of cables. Do they even need all these? I usually do, yeah. Alright, this I'm gonna have to carry with hopes and dreams. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. I thought that would be way worse. Alright, so the plan with all of these is, of course, take a picture of every single one, multiple pictures of each one, put them on Facebook Marketplace, put a good description, and hope they sell. But first, you know, actually no, first I have to take pictures of all these things, then I can put them in the compartment. I'm gonna save this one for last, because it still has thermal goop on it. Let's start with what I think is gonna be the least interesting one. Well, least appealing for buyers. Gotta bring it close, you know? Bam! Hey there, boy. Oh. Alright, so sometimes when I try to get an up-close shot, the orientation gets all goofy, so I have to click on Edit, and then just rotate it the proper way, just like that. But I think we got some pretty good pictures. You know, bam, bam. You gotta fix that orientation. Bam, bam, bam. It's definitely overkill for how well I tried to make these photos, considering what I'm trying to sell. Alright. Now time to hope it fits. No. It no fit. Oh, wait. I don't know. Yeah, no, that won't fit. There's no way that'll fit. I'll just scrape. Yeah, no. What the hell? I really thought it would fit. I just turned it upside down. Okay, that'll actually work. See? You just gotta mess around with it. Are you okay? But yeah, you just gotta mess around with it until it eventually goes in like it should. Here's our next product. Our handy dandy first generation Intel i5. No clue which one though. It says what it is on the box, but I assure you that is not correct. I have no clue what this was supposed to be, but I covered up the name of the CPU. Intel i5 450M. Yeah, that's way worse than 480. Yeah, look at that. Intel i5 450M. Wow, that's beautiful. Nice. It's very reflective, you know, very clean. Oh my god, there's two me's. Yeah, Intel i5 450M. Very clean. Hold on, let me get my cloth. Microfiber cloth, that is. Smexy. Alright, let me get this foam out so they don't think that. I don't want them to think that they get the box too, because they don't. A little bit of stretching here, just to get the. Wow, that is hard foam. Yeah, no, that is strong. Alright, let me get this bad boy. Bloop. And picture time. Picture time. I'd like to say I think I got another good set of photos out of that one. Especially this close-up. Like, whoa, look at that. I think having a close-up of the, you know, CPU pins is a great idea. You know? So whoever's buying can be like reassured that the product isn't all goofed up, you know? Alright, next one. Bam. Yeah, this one just. The thermal paste is literally falling off. This is like what? 20 years old? I don't think I can get any more than $5 if I'm lucky. I don't know. I'll have to check what other people are selling these kind of CPUs for before I actually list them. Usually eBay is a good place to look. If Facebook Marketplace, in my country anyway, doesn't have anything similar. But yeah, I gotta Google what CPU this is because it doesn't say it on here. It's just info, model number, but not the name, and more joobity boop. I hate when they do that. Like, they did it so much better with like the other one. Okay, this one's screwing me over too. They did so much better with the first gen. Like, Intel i5 540M or 450M with this one. That is so convenient. Intel, come on, that you do it on your desktop chips. Why not the laptop ones too? Or well, mobile chips. Alright, so it's a kind of annoying trying to find precisely what the CPU is. Because this on the side just gave me the coin battery. You can't see it, but it says C3203201YF1. That was a stinker, and all it did was tell me coin cell batteries. But then I ended up just searching this, the Vegas specs, and I got a result from Computer World Pro that's trying to sell this for $50. Yeah, it's $50 you aren't gonna get, buddy. Okay. Thank you, sticker. It's an Intel Pentium M370. I went onto Intel's website for it, and all I got was download links. Like, I'm not downloading a gosh darn PDF file just to find out what CPU this is. Well, what specs there. It is abysmal. It is comparable to that Xeon. Actually, no, the Xeon is probably faster. I hope. It's weird because on here it says 2004, but on CPU World it says, introduction date 2005 for the mobile, and February 2005 for the embedded. So a month difference. Manufacturing process 0.09 micron. $90 nanometers. If I did the math right, that's a lot of nanometers. There's no way it's 9 nanometers. That would make no sense. 90 nanometers? Really? It's a 1-core, 1-thread CPU. Level 1 cache is 32 kilobyte instruction cache, 32 kilobyte data cache. Level 2 cache size is 1 megabyte. And that's all you get. There's no L3 cache. That's not a thing. Not here anyway. 1.5 gigahertz frequency, apparently no boost. 400 megahertz bus speed. Clock multiplier, of course, is 15 then. It's a 478 pin micro FCPGA socket. Fair enough, okay. I'll believe it. For me, this doesn't feel like over 400 pins. I don't know. My mind is just can't believe it, Even though, yeah, it probably is. 21 watts TDP and maximum power dissipation is 30 watts. So, basically, what I'm understanding from this is a piece of great CPU. For its time. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Most of the time was spent on actually searching what the CPU is, but photos came out great. Especially this one. I really like the close-up shots. Alright. I'm guessing this one is a 3rd generation Intel i5. Probably. Okay, not 3rd generation. It's a second generation Intel i5 for the mobile socket. It's an Intel i5 2410M. Up to 2.9 gigahertz. It's a dual-core 4-thread processor that has a TDP of 35 watts. So yeah, noticeably more powerful than the last CPU we looked at. It's also DDR3 up to 1333 megahertz. It's got 2 memory channels. Maximum memory bandwidth is 21.3 gigabytes per second. And max memory size is 16 gigabytes. It has Intel HD Graphics 3000. I started at 4000. So, not bad. Not bad CPU. It is dusty though. But it actually worked. It's not dusty. That's for sure. Good. Good. Alright, let me just get this. I don't know why I keep trying to hope that my finger will somehow be super mega clean for it. Alright, good. Good. Let's do this. Alright, another CPU recognized and also taken pictures of. Let me show you the pictures. Alright. Classics. And these are always going to be my favorites. Just the close-up shot looks so cool. Alright, next CPU. Oh boy, this is another one of those older ones. You can tell it's older because it tells you the, it roughly tells you the specs. This one is Intel 1.6 1M 533 2006. Intel Itanium. What the hell is an Intel Itanium? Definitely not a Pentium, because the die size is different. It's an Intel Itanium? Yeah, no, this is like 4x3. The pictures it wants to show me is an Intel Pentium with a 1x1 die size. So Intel Itanium. But the pictures are different. I'm so confused. Yeah, look, Intel Itanium. It looks like a sort of PCIe. Well, it's not PCIe, but just the interface reminds me of it. What could you be? I'll just search up the number on the side and hope that helps. Intel D1 71280 YR2. No result. Literally no result. Nothing came up. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's try again. Intel 1.6 1M 533 2006. It keeps trying to give me Intel Itanium. Wikipedia, however, gave me Pentium M. I don't know why, but Pentium M seems more accurate. I don't know. Confusing times. Intel Celeron M420? No. Mine is a bit taller than this. Or is it? No. Maybe this is it. No, it's not. The back is so different. No way it's an Intel Atom. Aren't Intel Atoms usually like embedded? I guess I'll try eBay. Desktop. Different die size. Well, die shape, whatever. Still different. Different number. Different number. Different number. Older, and also the die is just whoop, rotated. It's gotta be a Celeron M. But my question is, which one? Intel Celeron M 1.6 1M 533 2006. No, that's still the... What are you? I'm just gonna search for what it says on the top. LF 80537 520. Intel Celeron M520. This is so dumb. Yeah, it's similar to the last one we looked at, except, faster bus speed, slightly higher frequency, and of course the TDP is 26 to 30 watts. What? Darn, okay. But yeah, everything else is basically the same. L1 cache, same. L2 cache, same. Clock multiplier is different though. It's 12 this time around. The frequency is 1.6. Weird times. So this is an Intel Celeron M520. That reminds me, I should start writing these down. Wait, the last one was an M370. That is so much worse. I mean, it's like the top of the line 300 series, but this one's like a base 500 and it's noticeably better. Just like how it should be. It's a 2-generation difference. It should be better, even if it's a starter CPU. Which one was the last one? i5 something. Intel i5 2410M. 2.9 gigahertz. Yeah, this one was it. Screenshot. That's how I'm going to save these, by a screenshot. So I know what each one is. I mean, the first CPU we did, I think it had its name on it. Not that one. The first generation. Yep, this one. This one had its name on it, which was cool as hell. Oh crap, hold on. Which one was this one? Intel Pentium M520. Yep, 520. Screenshot. And now we gotta take pictures of this, and then we will be moving on to our second to last mobile CPU. Exciting. This one was really stubborn when it came to cleaning, but whatever. Time for pictures. Time to take a picture. 3x zoom, which looks way better than the main camera because it gets way more in focus than the main camera. So another one of those with no name on it. And what's even worse is I have even less of a clue on what this could be. But whatever, we're gonna do Googling again. 2.4 3M 1066 and also Intel. Huh, I was worrying about nothing. I found the same one. Intel SLB3S. It says it up here. The only difference is, the model number on the top, which I'm guessing is normal to be different because it's a model number. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, everything's the same. Looks the same. Looks the same as this one. So yeah, it's an Intel P8600 Core 2 Duo. It's more powerful than the other ones. Well, not all of them, of course, but it's more powerful than the Pentium M ones. Like, there's no way it's less powerful. It's $5 on AliExpress, so I guess I'm gonna list it for $5 too. It's the same socket as those Pentium M's. It's just better. Alright, so P8600 Core 2 Duo. Let's see the specs on Tech Power Up this time. 2 cores, 2 threads, 25 watt TP, 2.4 gigahertz frequency, no boost. And it was made in June 2008. Well, launched in June 2008. Supports both DDR2 and DDR3. Wow, that is old. 45 nanometer, of course, it's end of life. Thanks. Cache L1 64 kilobytes per core, so that means you have 128 kilobytes of L1 cache and 3 megabytes of L2 cache. No L3 cache. The pins are bent, so I'm gonna have to take care of this one later, because right now I don't have that much time. I mean, I have time, but I don't have time to fiddle with that bastard. Okay, yeah, this one's good. The only reason I noticed why those pins looked weird was because of the way the light was reflecting off of them. So I was like, that doesn't look right. But this one, yeah, it's chill. This one should be a better one. Maybe even the best one out of all of these, if I'm being honest. Alright, time for more pointless Googling. They generally just could have said what it is on here. I mean, they did do it before, but no. Your SR0MX. Okay, at least it tells me right away what it was. Intel i5 3320M. This is pretty good, actually. One of the better ones out of this selection, if I might say. Well, probably the best one, honestly. It's a 2-core, 4-threaded CPU, base frequency of 2.6, but it boosts up to 3.3. So it's also the fastest one. Not only the best one. It has Intel HD Graphics 4000. That's because it's a 3000 series CPU, not a 2000. Sorry, I ate more of those like sandwiches that I had yesterday today as well. And it, really makes me bloated. I don't know why. But they taste so good, so it's like worth it in a way. Okay, we're good. It's just weird. It looks weird, but it's actually fine. That's confusing. Yeah, this time you're coming along for the journey of taking all the pictures. Alright. Gosh darn cable. Here it is. No, it's glory. Still love the close-up shots. Like, most of all. Alright, that is all the mobile CPUs of the lot. Now there's this one. I still don't want to clean this because I know it's a 1-core Xeon. Surprisingly heavy for, a 1-core Xeon. But it's probably ancient. When was the Xeon name even made? I don't know, dude. Alright, let's see. Intel 2L 72538. I'm severely wrong. This is not an Intel Xeon. Thank goodness. I've been calling it the wrong thing this entire video. My apologies. This is not an Intel Xeon. I don't remember when I looked at an Intel Xeon that was 1 core. Apparently not this. No. I'm wrong again. Vertical segment embedded. This is not embedded. I'm looking at the wrong thing. What? I searched up what was written down here. It gave me Intel Atom, but it says it's embedded. No, it's socketed, so this is not correct. Alright, search the bottom one. 0A1 1068. Even less logic. Okay. Cool. Let's search what it says here on the top left. And it's like not even fully visible. Okay. Intel D4 2888 01. Oh. I was wrong again. D4. Yeah, it's a Core 2 Duo. And I'm not wrong this time. Yeah, so it's not a Xeon. My apologies. Even though I love the name Xeon, it sounds very exotic. No, it's a Intel Core 2 Duo. Oh god, no. Get me out of AI mode. Screw that function. Okay, it's an Intel Core 2 Duo. Which one? E6850. E6850. Okay. Let's see the specs on Tech Power Up again. It's a 2-core, 2-threaded CPU with a 75-watt TDP, and it runs at 3 gigahertz. It was released in 2007. This is older than me again. July 1st, 2007. I was born in August 2007, so this is older than me now. Oh my god, the memory support is crazy. DDR1, DDR2, and DDR3. And a memory bus was dual channel. It had integrated graphics on certain motherboards because it was a chipset feature. It says the L1 cache is 64 kilobytes. Nothing about per core or anything. Cache L2 is 4 megabytes, and nothing if it's shared or not. The PCI Express is Gen 2. Not fast, but I thought it was going to be worse. Intel socket 775. Yeah, no, we got it. Intel Core 2 Duo. It's that simple, huh? And let's see, did we take a picture of the one I just took a picture of? No, we didn't. We have to go back. Intel. Which one was the last one? Gosh darn it. It was an Intel i5 something. Intel i5 3320M. I think that's correct. Yeah, I think so. The boost is 3.3. The base is 2.6. I think I found the right one, yeah. Screenshot. And then we go back to the one I was just looking at, Intel Core 2 Duo E6850, take another screenshot, and just like that, we did it. Good. We have all the pictures, and we have the screenshots to tell me which CPU is which, so I know what to call it while listing them. This I still gotta clean and take pictures of, though. That's... yeah. Now we gotta put it all in the thingamajiggies. But I don't want to put it on bare plastic. I'm gonna repurpose this box for this. This is what the box was for. It's for a SSD heatsink, which I no longer use. Well, I did for quite a while, but you know, laptop moment, right? Oh, I don't have any scissors up here. Damn. Oh, that's a shame. Alright. Okay. Turn off the smaller side, and now we just push it in and hope for the best. Alright, yeah, that works. It slightly bends the plastic box, so it's... in reality, what this is doing is we're getting a more proper floor, and at the same time we're also gaining brain just froze. At the same time we're gaining more space, so that's nice. Oh boy, I don't think we gained enough space. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the small ones in here, the ones that are not as important, in my humble opinion. Oh boy, that's one tight fit. That works. Yeah, it's not pretty, but it works, and if I move them around a bit, they don't go over top of one another. So that's good. Now we put this one in. And do another one. Same as before, just, you know, bigger. Bigger CPUs. Oh. Okay. I thought it had my address on there and I got worried. But no, we're good. Wow, this one came out way cleaner, which I think is a good thing. Because, you know, the CPUs that are being put in here, I think are the better ones. Yeah, they're the better ones. They're also bigger. Big boys. Oh boy. Maybe too big. Hold on. stupid plastic design, oh my god. Alright, that works. Okay, not bad. Sure, there's still a bit of room on the sides, but that's not the point. The point is, that's what we need. And that's what we got. Now we put them in to their safe space, and just like that, over an hour later, we got the RAM stick left. Alright, RAM pictures. Basically, you know, just close up of the finale. Like, you know, the end. Both sides. And what we're gonna do is just reuse this packaging that I have for DDR3 RAM. You know, put these two on top of each other up here, like a bridge, and then just put this one under. Bam. Just like that. Simple, effective, and you can fit a lot into that one bad boy. But yeah, my mom said she's on her way home, so I'm gonna do this next time, and I'm also gonna do this one next time. And obviously tearing down that Lenovo ThinkPad is gonna be a separate video, but you will know that I did it when you see another CPU here next time. Oh, and DDR3 RAM. The hard drive, however, I'm gonna keep, because the hard drive is completely fine, and I can keep using it for my own purposes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a Cartoon Duo.